14 marca rano, kiedy księżyc zaszedł u mnie o godzinie 6:08, mniej więcej w tym samym czasie rozpoczęło się całkowite zaćmienie księżyca. Na jednym z live'ów pokazane były aż 3 różne widoki na księżyc. Każdy z nich obrócony jest w inną stronę. Przyjrzyjcie się uważnie. To jest mapa pokazująca aktualne położenie księżyca względem Ziemi. Po rozmieszczeniu tarcz na przedstawionej mapie, kąt oświetlenia księżyca wygląda tak. Inny live, pokazujący księżyc w tym samym czasie, to jest Meksyk. Księżyc oświetlony jest od góry i na mapie wygląda to w taki sposób. Coś tutaj bardzo mocno się nie zgadza. Na stellarium księżyc w Santa Rosa pokazany jest w taki sposób. Czyli obraz na live'ie pokazującym 3 tarcze jest błędny. Jak myślicie, było to celowe obrócenie obrazu, czy po prostu nie mieli innego ujęcia? Ale jeśli nie mieli takiego, to dlaczego? Kto ustawia obraz pod złym kątem, podczas takiego wydarzenia, jakim jest zaćmienie? Teraz na mapie zobaczyć można, w jaki sposób padał cień na księżyc i w jaki sposób widoczne to było w wybranych lokalizacjach. Napiszcie swoje spostrzeżenia w komentarzach.
Something strange is happening to the water in the seas. It is getting much farther away from the shores and is not coming back. In this footage, scuba divers were just caught at the moment when the water began to leave sharply. There are reports of the strange behavior of the seas from around the world. This is the empty shore of Thailand. Locals say they've never seen such a low tide. Next, the water moved away dramatically in Crimea and Turkey, and then Spain. The water just moved away from the shores and it's not coming back. Even off the coast of Africa, it's the same anomaly. In addition to tides, fish began to behave strangely. They massively gather in flocks and swim somewhere, and deep water individuals living at a depth of 3 kilometers rising to the surface. But what is the cause of this phenomenon? At first, it was associated with the moon because it affects the tides through gravity, but nothing has changed on the moon. Many suggest that this is all a harbinger of doomsday. Others generally think that something big has woken up at the bottom of the ocean and is causing the anomalies. What do you think is happening to the sea?
So this is Surfers Paradise. As you can see, this is actually one of the most beautiful beaches, and there is no beach left. So it's just like a cliff on the edge of sand that's just been eroded away with such big swells and rough seas. So don't think there would be many people.
The doomsday fish has just been spotted on a beach in Mexico. You may be thinking, why do they call it that? What's the big idea? You're more likely to be struck by lightning. You're more likely to see an albino grizzly bear than see this animal in the wild, this fish in the wild. You'll never see one. Now, the reason they call them doomsday fish, they've been longly associated with creatures that appear before a gigantic disaster, and 20 of them allegedly washed up on shore in Japan before the massive earthquake in 2011. And this folklore goes way back, like people believe this for thousands of years. So this oarfish, from the deepest depths of the freaking ocean...
When I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias, and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
They're trying to bend a narrative in a very specific way for everybody.
Así que el viernes también tendremos nuestro sorteo a las 4:55 de la mañana para saber quién se va a enfrentar aquí.
Que registrará los 16. El día de hoy completamos un total de los 10 horas con 35 minutos debido a que el sol salió a las 7 de la mañana con 23. La puesta.
Does have some winter weather advisories that have gone into effect. We're already seeing them clear more so towards northwest Arkansas right there, but we'll see a lot of these to the north remain until about tomorrow afternoon and evening as we await these wintry weather conditions. Currently freezing out there though. And the future rainfall totals are expected to be closer to, I'd say, half an inch of rain. So not too much of that rain should be coming through. What we're really looking at is the chances for some snow. And to the north of us, they're expected to see 2 to 4 inches. Now, I know these values are showing a little bit more than that, but these are not exact. These will have some low pressure here and a cold front right attached to it, but to the south of us, a little bit of that low pressure, and that will carry to the northeast. 36, we will remain quite freezing, I'd say, in those 30s for today, and then we'll start to see things. Layer of low clouds that are expected to shift into some fog this morning, bring some dense fog on your commute to work.
En información del pronóstico del tiempo para esta jornada, el ambiente caluroso va a continuar. Se estima que el termómetro esté alcanzando los 35 grados centígrados, un cielo parcialmente nublado y no se descarta precipitaciones en algunas zonas del área metropolitana. Más adelante, el reporte completo. Muy buenas tardes, como siempre un gusto continuar marcando la temperatura a los 30 grados centígrados a las 22. Domingo las temperaturas máximas alcanzando los 34 a 35 grados centígrados, las mínimas en el transcurso de la mañana y por la noche oscilando de los 24 a los 25 grados centígrados. Para el resto del estado,
el termómetro ya marca 29 grados centígrados con muy escasa nubosidad. En esta ocasión el viento se mantiene completamente en calma, la humedad bastante elevada en el 90% y la presión marcando los 1004 milibares. Para el día de hoy esperamos un día extremadamente caluroso nuevamente, ya que el termómetro se va a elevar hasta reportar 37 grados centígrados. Hoy por la noche, si va a salir a cenar, bueno, la temperatura estará alrededor de los 30 y 33 grados centígrados.
All right, this video was taken in Novosibirsk, Russia. And you think Russia is an exception because they're banning GMOs, this, that, and the other, but this is going on there. And you'll notice, too, this happens more often in dense populated centers of urban centers than rural areas.
About the new clouds. Well, they involve clouds on all height levels and classifications, including rainbow clouds, roll clouds, and wall clouds, as us meteorologists have been unofficially calling some of these. The Latin names themselves are pretty cool. And speaking of cool, my favorite new ads, let me start you off with the beautifully named Asperatus undulatus, often seen in Canadian skies. They almost look like you're viewing waves from underneath the water surface. There's still a lot to learn about these guys. They likely form in sinking, moisture-laden air with shear winds. Next up, cavum, or hole punch clouds, as I know them, caused when ice crystals are introduced into a thin cloud layer of supercooled water droplets, usually from an aircraft during takeoff or landing. The water droplets all rush to freeze in on those ice crystals, creating a vacuum in the sky. I had to add these ones for the conspiracy emails I often get. Yes, these are contrails, or homogenitus, clouds caused by human activities. In this case, when water vapor condenses and freezes around small particles that exist in aircraft exhaust. Lastly, I wanted to show you this one, Flammagenitus, a scene we saw a lot during the devastating Fort McMurray fires, pyrocumulus clouds actually created by the rising heat of the fire itself.
Bro, look at these clouds. What is going on? What is that?
Okay. But look over there, there's a circle on that's the actual cloud. Yeah. It's like a missing puzzle piece or something.
What is going on here with these clouds?
I can probably count on one hand how many times I've had a double yolk egg. When I tell you all 4 of the eggs that I've used out of this carton have had a double yolk, I don't know. That just seems very odd to me. I want to crack the rest of these and see if there's more double yolks in here. Okay, y'all, here we go. Egg double yolk. That's 3, which is actually 7 because I already broke 4 prior to this. Double. Double. You see that? It was a little more joined, but you see it's 2. Double. Look. It's 2 of them. Got 2 eggs left. Once again, double. And we're going to go 12 for 12. I don't think we even need to wonder at this point. And 1, 2. What do you think? Like it, share it, comment. I want to know, am I just tripping or is that weird as hell that